I swear, am I the only girl in their late 20s that does not know what they're doing tomorrow or the next day or ever? I feel like everyone else has their life together and I'm just trying to survive. Like, I'm 28, I live at home, I don't have a driver's license, I don't have a boyfriend, don't have a fiance, don't have kids, don't have, like, not in my career. Wow. I have a lot of issues. But I just feel so behind on life.
Why every time I try to do something, I feel like I can never do nothing right, or shit just never go my way. I just want to be happy. I just want to make money, have a consistent income, and do something that makes me happy. And I could just never do that. Like, oh no.
You're comparing your life to people who are literally lying online. I moved to LA when I was 20. I'm almost 28 now. I was a baby and I had dreams and hopes. And they all came true. I very quickly found myself in influencer, model, celebrity land. I have worked with people who are very famous. I have dated people who are very famous. I have had friends who are very famous. And I will tell you right now, things are not what they seem. I've seen people post luxury bags and then they're crying because they can't afford rent. I'm guilty of that one. I've seen people flex Lambos and they're splitting that shit 8 ways. Don't even get me started on drugs. I've seen some of your faves like literally in full-blown addiction. I've seen people post European summer and you don't even want to know what they did to get there. And look, I'm not judging. I really don't give a shit. But you watching this video shouldn't be sitting there comparing your life to theirs because they're on a trip. They're doing this, they have this, they do that. My life sucks. I don't have that stuff. Because obviously I cannot go into detail and I never will. Just trust me when I tell you that all you are seeing is what they want you to see. You are seeing a highlight reel, a very curated one. They don't even have what they preach online. Social media can be awesome. I've made a lot of friends through social media. I've made money through social media, but if you're not careful, it's going to convince you that you're behind. It's going to convince you that your life isn't enough. And you're going to be comparing your life to people who can't even keep up with their own life.
You get jealous and envious quicker nowadays because you're seeing everyone go buy new cars, new houses, buy their dream whatever, or go and buy new bags, or just do these crazy things that honestly aren't unrealistic, because if that's a goal for yourself, amazing. I'm happy you did that. But if that's the whole identity of your brand, what are you really doing? Are you convincing and preying? And again, this might be controversial, but are you preying off of other people's desires using a fake reality?
When I stopped feeling like I was in last place in someone else's race and then put myself first in my own race, I realized that not only have I never lost, I realized that everybody has different starting points and middle points and ending points. Somebody said, don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 15. Looking at all these highlight reels and these heavily edited videos can really make you think that you're behind. And if you're only in competition with yourself, how can you lose? Comparison is the thief of joy. And the best thing you can do for yourself is try to be better than you were yesterday. Not be better than somebody who's a nepotism baby, or like a celebrity's kid, or someone who's been doing this nonstop for 15 years straight.
Welcome back to my page. Welcome back. I hope that each and every person that is watching this video has had an amazing day. And if not, I really do hope that your day gets better. In today's video, I wanted to talk about why you will never become successful. Now, I just want to get straight into this video. The first reason why you will never become successful is because of your definition of success. Comparing your definition of success to someone else's will never allow you to achieve true success. Someone's definition of success might be paying their bills on time every single month. For other people, their definition of success might be actually obtaining a home, no longer like renting and living in an apartment. Waking up to a successful family, it's having a group of friends that are like-minded, that love and are able to pour into you. For a lot of people, success is driven by materialistic things that eventually fade away, when in reality, success should be defined by actually having internal peace and internal freedom. Another reason why you'll never achieve success is because you lack vision, you lack drive, and you lack discipline. Now, for a lot of people, the reason why they feel like they're not successful or they feel like they're nowhere near where they would like to be is because they have no vision and no direction. And this is something that a lot of people experience. I know I've experienced time periods where I'm kind of like, I don't really know what I want to do in my life. I don't really know where I want to be or what direction to go into. I think those are the times when you're really supposed to dig deep. For me personally, something that's really helped me when it comes to digging deep is developing like my relationship with God. So for me, growing closer to God, I was able to find that direction, to find that vision that like God has for my life specifically, to find my purpose. Something else that also coincides would be people lacking discipline. Now, there's a clear difference between discipline and motivation. Motivation is temporary. Motivation is like that high that you always want. So that's why for a lot of people, they love listening to motivational speeches because it gets you all hyped up. You feel like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, but what happens when you no longer feel that high? And that's when discipline comes into play, because discipline will push you to do things even when you don't feel like doing it. Motivation is that temporary feeling, while discipline is that feeling that I have to get this done even if I don't want to do it. So for a lot of people, the reason why they'll never actually achieve success is because they lack discipline and they lack drive and they lack direction. Another reason why you'll never become successful is because you're comparing your life to someone else. Now, I'm going to speak specifically for myself. I realized that when I stopped comparing where I was to other people and I stopped comparing my life to other people, that my happiness and my joy significantly increased. I was no longer feeling bad about where I was. I was no longer comparing where I was to someone else because I was happily fixated upon my life. If you're constantly comparing your life to other people, you'll never feel inner peace. You'll never feel inner success, because the truth is everyone's life journey is different. Something else that I had to realize is the art of contentment. Like I said, I am a Christian, so this is a Christian principle. And there's one verse in particular that I just always heard as a Christian, but I never truly understood until I read it for myself. And it's Philippians 4 verses 14, where a lot of people say I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. When I went back and I read that scripture for myself and I read what it was saying, the writer Paul was talking about how I know what it feels like to lack and I know what it feels like to have plenty. Yet I've learned how to be content in every situation and scenario, for I know that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It took me realizing that I will never be content with more if I'm not content with what I have right now, if I'm not grateful for what I have right now. So I learned that contentment is not complacency. Contentment is appreciating what I have now, appreciating where I'm at right now, my accomplishments, and having gratitude towards that, but understanding that this is not the final destination. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't really think about. If you're not appreciative of the things that you already do have, you'll never be able to appreciate having more of those things. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys for listening and watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.